I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my
Hola! This is the last example. These are the last word problems that we would have for this video series. We have an example analysis here. I want you to observe how certain words would change the flow of the problem. Okay, so version 1. Kyla starts with 25 pesos in her savings. Each week that she does her chores, she receives 10 pesos from her parents and adds it to her savings. Assuming that she doesn't spend any money, how much money will Kyla have saved after 15 weeks? Version 2. Kyla starts with saving 25 pesos. Each week, she increases the amount she puts in her savings by 10 pesos after receiving allowance for doing house chores. Assuming that she doesn't spend any money, how much money will Kyla have saved after 15 weeks? Ma'am, parang pareho lang naman. Oh, no, 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 no. That's where you are wrong, my friend. Let's see ha. Tagalogin kasi natin para maintindihan. Yung noo ko makintab. On the first version, it says that Kyla starts with 25 pesos in her savings. Okay? Oh, let's organize our data. Again, I suggest that you organize your data para mas madaling anong tawag dito? Para mas madali ang pag-intindi. Mag-start daw siya ng 25 pesos. Ayan, 25. Tapos, magkano na yung savings niya? 25 lang. Each week that she does her chores, nakakatanggap siya ng 10 piso. So, every week, naguhulog siya ng 10 piso. So, magkano yung hinulog niya? Kunwari, week 2 na, magkano hinulog niya? 10 piso. 'Di ba? Magkano yung total ng savings niya ngayon? 35. Next week, maguhulog ulit siya ng 10. Magkano total niya? 45. Ganito yung table niya. Nag-start siya ng 25 pesos, tapos every week, binibigyan siya ng 10 piso kasi masipag siya, besh. Very good tong batang to. Masipag si Kyla. Tapos naguhulog siya ng 10 piso. Every week, yung binibigay ng mga magulang niya. So, every week, dumadagdag ng 10 piso yung ipon niya. Kaya meron tayong 25, 35, 45. So, total savings niya. Paano tong version 2? Dito sa version 2, sabi, nag-start siyang mag-save ng 25 pesos. O, pareho sila doon, no? Total savings niya for that week is 25 pesos. Each week, she increases the amount she puts in her savings by 10 pesos. Ito daw, dinadagdag niya, itong hinuhulog niya, dinadagdagan niya ng 10 piso every week. So, ibig sabihin, hindi katulad ng version 1 na 10 pesos lang hinulog niya. Dito, yung 25, dadagdag yung hinulog niya ng 10 piso. So, magkano na yung savings niya niyan? 0, regroup 1, 60 pesos na. Tapos, ano pa? Dito, dadagdag na naman ng 10 yung hinuhulog niya. So, dito, 105 na. Oh, di ba? See the difference? Here, in version 1, it's, si Kyla, naguhulog lang ng 10 piso weekly. Dito sa version 2, si Kyla, dinadagdagan niya ng 10 piso yung hinuhulog niya weekly. So, magkaiba. Magkaiba yung nakukuha natin. Nauunawaan ba? So, dito, sa version 1, ang tinitignan niya natin, ganito lang siya, 25, 35, 45. Dito sa pangalawa, dito sa version 2, mas yayamanin tong Kyla version 2 natin, no? Kasi dinadagdagan niya yung iniipon niya ng 10 piso every week. So, magulog siya ng 25, papatong ng 10. Ganon, ganon, ganon. Hindi siya 10 piso lang weekly. Yung hulog niya, dinadagdagan niya pa ng 10 piso weekly. Siya, malinaw na. Solve natin pareho para masaya. Hi! So, let's solve them together. Let's solve them both, so you would be able to identify the difference even further. For the version 1, ulitin po natin, the amount being saved, we began with 25 pesos. So, ang total savings niya is 25. And then, for week 2, ang hinulog niya, 10 piso. Week 3, ang hinulog niya, 10 piso ulit. So that means nung week 2, meron na siyang 35 pesos sa total savings. Week 3, meron na siyang 45 pesos again sa total savings na. That means, if we would be continuing this until week 15, whatever we get here will already reflect the total savings. So this is where the confusion usually comes. Just because it asks us how much money will Kyla have after 15 weeks doesn't necessarily mean na we will use arithmetic series na. Kasi, naka-reflect na agad dito kung magkano yung total savings niya just by looking at the sequence. Kasi we're just adding 10, 10, 10. Hindi naman katulad ng version 2 eh. That means when we solve this, what we would just use is now sequence. Do you get what I mean? No? Uulitin natin. Ito gagamitin natin dyan. Ito lang. Kasi, ina-add na natin agad. Alam mo na agad magkano yung nasa alkansya niya. So, today, nag-start siya ng 25 pesos. Bukas, magdadagdag lang siya ng 10 piso. So, 35 na yung laman niya. Tapos, nagdagdag siya ulit ng 10. 45 na yung laman niya. Imagine kung gagamitin mo yung series, mag-a-add ka 25 plus 35 plus 45. Mali yun. Kasi ito na yung total savings niya. Hindi mo na kailangan ipag-add yung 25 plus 35 plus 45 kasi hindi naman ito yung idinadagdag niya sa ipon niya. So that means that all we have to use here is the sequence. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, where n is 15, a sub 1 is 25, and d is 10. So we have a sub 15 is equal to a sub 1, which is 25, plus n minus 1. So that is n15 minus 1 times 10. Diretso na po natin sa calculator. We have 25 plus 14 times 10. And we arrive at 165 pesos. There we go. And at the end of 15 weeks, meron na siyang 165 pesos. Kasi, logically speaking, let's say we continue this, nag-start siya ng 25 pesos. Tapos, ilang beses siya maghuhulog? Hindi mo nabibilangin yung 50 hanggang 15th week. Nung first week, na siya. Naghulog na siyang 25. So, 14 times na lang siyang maghuhulog. 14 na magkano? Tag 10 piso. Ito yung formula na to. Ito yung interpretation niya. Nag-start siya ng 25 pesos, tapos ilang beses siyang maghuhulog ng 10 piso? 14 na lang, kasi ito na yung week 1. Ito ng 25. And you arrive at this answer. The difference between this and version 2. Let's solve the version 2 together. This is now version 2. In this version, yung hinuhulog niya, hindi constant. Hindi katulad nung sa version 1. Okay? Version 2, nagsimula siya ng 25 pesos. So, 25 yung total savings. Week 2 niyan, dito sa week 2, tinagdagan niya ng 10 piso yung hinulog niya. So, hindi lang 25 at hindi lang 10. 35 na, may increment yung hinuhulog niya. So, ang total savings niya, magkano na niyan? 60 pesos. Susunod, magkano ulit hinulog niya? 10 piso lang ba tulad ni version 1? Hindi. Dinagdagan niya ng 10 piso yung magkano na yung hinulog niya. 35 hinulog niya last week. Therefore, this week, 45 na. And ang total na niyang savings is 105. You see the difference? A while ago, what we just looked at is the total savings. This time, what we will be looking at is the amount being saved just because of the difference in the savings method that the Kylas did. Kyla version 1 just saved 10 pesos weekly. Kyla version 2 adds 10 pesos more than what she saved before. Therefore, if we are asked how much money will she have at 15 weeks, we now use series. Dito na tayo gagamit ng series, mga anak. Okay? So, we have arithmetic series. This is the formula that we will use. S sub n is equal to n over 2 times 2a sub 1, plus n minus 1 d. And we have n as 15, we have a sub 1 as 25, and d as 10. Okay? Let's substitute the values. A sub 15 is equal to 15 over 2 times the quantity of 2 times 25 plus the quantity of 15 minus 1 times 10. Okay, let's put that directly in our calculators. 15 over 2 times the quantity of 2 times 25, so that's 50 plus 14 times 10. And we arrive at S sub 15 now is equal to peso sign 1,425. See, it's a lot larger because logically thinking, mas marami rin yung hinulog ni Kyla version 2. Kasi hindi lang 25 pesos, 25 plus 10 na naging 35, 35 plus 10 na naging 45, and so on. And this is now the answer for version 2. Again, the difference, see version 1, she was just saving 10 pesos weekly. That's why we just had to use sequence. Here, she had an increment amount. Dinadagdagan niya yung iniipon niya. That's why we had to use series and looked at the amount being saved in order to get the total. Okay? So with that, let's end the discussion here. I'll see you in our synchronous class in case you have any questions. Bye!
I never made it.